Hello guys, welcome back to the last chapter of Ayakashi Akashi. Well, so we're gonna finish. We were in the trial. And that was basically it. We're here, right? Yeah. Well, I have my dinner here. It's not my dinner because I had dinner with my family. But then I just took some chicken and I just put it here in my room. And I even have my spices here. I don't even know if you can hear them, but I'm just gonna spice up my meal a little bit. Oh my god, this is so fucking tasty. You should try it as well. Oh my god. I love it. It's so fucking tasty. Okay. I've got a statement about Kashima-chan. As for more. Since we agreed to hang out the next day, I wondered what she wanted to do, so I talked to her for a chat function on the phone. Of course, there is no tangible proof since the time is being set back, but I think we chatted around 6 PM. And around 9 PM, we even did a final confirmation of our plans. So it seems Aya communicated with Kashima on that day, and the times are consistent with Kashima's statement.
I fainted, so I don't remember much. I have a simple question. Did Madame Kashima ever had a chat at some point? Depending on the timing, I believe such a thing might fill a gap that would otherwise allow her to commit her crime. Unfortunately, however, I care not for that kind of a thing myself. What say you as someone who might not have been talked with her?
True, if there was someone who had a conversation with Kashima then, it would give her an alibi. Someone who might have a chat with Kashima, huh?
I like juicy info this time around, so as such, you must count on someone else. Too complicated for me now.
That day, well, I didn't have any particular contact with this too.
You might not get what I'm talking about, but I didn't know what was going on, and I experienced it. Then I saw it. My crudely mutilated corpse, and Kazuma-chan is standing in the back of the classroom looking at my corpse just like it was. After that, my senses totally went, so it was pitch black. When I came to school, I was with Zero. Sorry, Mr. Yuinara, I didn't really do anything that day. I can help with any. I'm curious about Rokuro's dreamlike story about his dad and all, but I just can't explain it. Only Rokuro actually saw it, after all. It also seems like it would be hard to offer a statement affirming that story.
Kurt is right. Confirming Rokuro's statement is probably the most difficult task. But truth be told, he's the victim. If I want to draw connections, I should probably focus on Kashima's statement.
Sorry, Mr. Junior, I remember it again.
Okay. Since our houses are close, we always go from school together. And that he went straight home is truth. And he went straight home is the truth. There was no telling when it might rain again, after all. Seems to accompanied Rokuro home on the day in question. Still, I'm lacking evidence from around the time of the Ayakashi attack. High and serious additional statements should have proved helpful to me. Now the question is which statement to link with who. Try selecting speakers and connecting statements. If you choose the right statement, yeah, that is a... The previous statement had come from Rokuro and Kashima, and I will think Kashima is the one under the deliberation. I and serious additional statements should prove helpful to me. Now the question is which statement do I link with who? Try selecting speakers and connecting statements. Then you may be able to advance the discussion. Okay, let's save. The statements for more. How do you do this? Wait a moment, I'm gonna look at someone who played on YouTube. Well, I'll be back. Well, apparently I just forgot to ask Kashima.
On that day I went home without taking any real detours. At home I did my homework, then I did chores around the house. I ate dinner, I had a bath, I got ready for tomorrow and I slept. I believe I went to bed around 10 PM.
I feel like I'm in a position where I can link some statements together. Should I link another statement with Kashima's statement? Okay. Talk to Kashima. Rokuro speaks the truth. It was really stupid. I just didn't talk with Kashima. That was fucking ridiculous. More spices to my meal. According to Aya, she was chatting with Kashima in the time frame Rokuro gave. Rokuro gave, or I don't know what happened there.
Right. We had chats about what we'd do tomorrow, twice. Just like Kashima-chan says, at 6 p.m. we were having a chat, and also around 9 p.m. we had another to finalize our plans. If that's the truth, it might have been thought for Kashima-chan to kill me, considering what Joy-chan said earlier about Ayakashi being immobile after they ran wild. Of course, even if I wasn't convinced it was Kashima-chan because of the expression, even if it looked like her, I couldn't imagine the look on the real one's face. What? You mean? Huh? Mary Burwood says that you were looking at my corpse with me. I never said anything like Kashima-chan must be the killer, did I? What the hell?
Hang on, Kashima. Why did you mention it at all then?
I was just thinking if she was the killer, it would be nice if I could make her slip up.
I'm getting more concerned about letting Rokuro direct it. This is wait a second. Yeah.
Well, guess you're starting to regret letting me direct this, huh, Joy-chan?
You're mind reading Ayakashi or what?
No, but besides, can't Ayakashi kill another Ayakashi?
No, they cling to life, so generally they wouldn't attack an Ayakashi who's already lost their life.
Well, then it's 100% not me.
Well, I don't think Rokuro is the Ayakashi, to be honest. Like, I don't see why. Not 100%, but sure.
In fact, you say cling to life and then the kind to kill again and again?
Also no, to put it simply, I guess they'd say they seek living bodies. Which is why, not only killing someone, but reverting it like they did here is bluffing to me.
So they're just searching for somebody to take the place of. Then, what was Kashima Rokuro saw? What was the Kashima Rokuro saw?
There is a possibility emerging that it was an imposter. This is literally Among Us.
Imposter?
But if that's the case, they didn't just lose control of themselves when they attacked Alisa partially of their own volition. Or perhaps they created an illusion, or they gave him special intelligence, or there's a third entity.
Oh, there is a third Ayakashi hiding with me, no? That sounds disastrous indeed.
But if that were the case, I would be curious why this all coincided to happen at the same time.
Perhaps the timing of the Ayakashi losing control of themselves is fixed?
Generally, it's said to occur after anywhere from 3 to 5 years. I would be more willing to buy it that they found the collaborators, but it was intentional. This is thought to unravel.
Hold that aside, I wonder why it looked like Kashima-chan. Maybe because they figured out that she of all people might be liable to kill me? As if you don't think that yourself. Nah, I don't. The Kashima-chan I know wouldn't. Because you're such a coward, it would be impossible. That's it. That just gave me a thought. Are Ayakashi aware of being an Ayakashi?
It depends on the situation, but burning special circumstances most don't realize it after they revive, and neither does anyone else. But most Ayakashi will eventually realize they're different from those around them due to their body not maturing, and in some cases, when they lose control, they snap out to find there's a corpse in front of them.
At the very least, I suppose it's fair to conclude that Ayakashi who attacked Rokuro was aware of killing him.
That's right, I think it's very likely. In that case, we come to questions about everyone time. For instance, just bringing up that person will just make things more confusing. Right now, I would like to grasp a bit more about the identity of the Akashi.
Her statements are just making the two parallel lines at this rate. You want to get info, right, Joy-chan? I was getting curious about that. Something about incidents, wasn't it?
Yeah, in the past few years.
And were there any cases of interest?
The only one with a clear name was Riku. It was Riku. I thought it was the boy. Sorry, I was confused. Riku is the guy with red hair. Oh my god, with red hair. With green hair that looks like Midori, not the idol boy. Now I don't know how to suspect. Oh my god, I almost choked on my food. It's nice now. Okay. Riku Takelso, who experienced a near drowning in a river.
Riku? Sure.
I did nearly drown in that river a long time ago, but that was when I was 8 years old.
If he stopped growing at 8, people would probably notice, huh?
Indeed, Riku clearly looks to be the same age as us. It's a little hard to agree with someone as huge as Zero-kun saying it, but... It also sounds like there was some incident with the Etupirca conglomerate. Tina, do you know anything about that?
Oh my, I suppose you'd be referring to Father? Occupying such high position as he does, I would not doubt that he does share this absurd deeds to maintain it. If I may offer a warning, Mr. Joinara, you may find yourself to put 6 feet under if you go too deeply. Tina-chan, that was way too scary to be saying it casually. There are many things in this world you're better off not knowing, you see? There's the bell! Class is over. But we don't know who the Ayakashi is. If we just go home, won't somebody die tomorrow? Oh my god. There's been no indication that someone will certainly die, however. By the same token, there's no guarantee we'll be safe either. There's even a chance I'll end up like that myself. And furthermore, it is possible the people right beside us could be no killers. Do we just have to endure the suspicion and dread until they are found out? And if we all split up, the story will get harder to put together. But what more can we do? A sense of impatience and weariness permeated the room. Where can I say to calm my students down? Well, I guess I said something then. Is there even something else you haven't been telling us? No, I just thought of it now. If you're really among us, attack me tonight, dear Ayakashi. Hey now, Rokuro, what are you even saying? I was just curious, plain and simple, about whether they care to listen to us. They probably got control of themselves right now, so they will understand it, right? That's not what I... Wait, in that case, you can attack me too. Don't worry, teacher. I have faith in my students. I won't die in my stutterness. Oh, it's stutterness. Those are two very different things. No, that isn't what I'm trying to say. You guys don't have to do what I was going to do. Mr. Junara, you mean... I decided I would stay here tonight, so if you're gonna attack me. Are you strong, Mr. Junara? Versus an Ayakashi, sure. But see, if I were an Ayakashi, I definitely wouldn't attack Joy-chan, cause it's obvious you just get smacked down, right? If they're acting with intent, yeah, that's true. But when they lose control and Ayakashi makes a beeline for whatever life is in front of them. And my mother always told me I got a tendency to attack Ayakashi due to some special aspects of my bloodline. I built a power barrier to protect my bed at home, but today it will be an empty classroom. I just hope I'll be able to see something about the Ayakashi's intentions. Guess that's how it is. Everybody go home and rest easy. As if we can feel relief. You don't need to be sacrificed either. I am the one who's got experience of being a sacrifice, you know, so listen to your superiors. And if I really die, you're free to cry for me again. I didn't cry. Calm down, Kazuma-chan. Hey, why don't we all head home together, at least as part of the way? Sure. Indeed, that may be a good idea. I suppose that may ease our minds a little bit. See you, Mr. Joinara. Right. Oh my god, the fact that I'm loving this game is making me feel bad because there are no more chapters in English. After Rokuro's remark, the students' earlier unrest appeared to have been diminished, if only slightly. By no means was anything certain, but maybe they felt the chances of maybe attacks had lessened. As ironic as that may sound, now he begins the real battle. After that, I went and bowed my head to the principal, and with the claim that I would keep watch due to her being lots of mischief lately, I got permission to stay the night. As a matter of fact though, there had only been plenty of damage caused by wild animals. At night, I feel this building really turns into something eerie. There's the graveyard nearby to boot. This game is so thrilling, I love it. 11 PM already had passed, but I hadn't seen a trace of a tumult. I was concerned about... Oh my god, I bit the interior of my mouth. I was concerned whether Rokuro, the incarnation of having too much energy, would break in or something. But if I hadn't seen it yet, maybe that was a needless worry. Still, should I look somewhere else? We should patrol. The 3rd floor.
The third floor was home to the library and a set of classrooms used by the student council and other clubs. Well, I say a set of classrooms with a low number of students here. They seem to be many unused ones. I just want to say someone mentioned at the time when the first, second and third floors all classrooms for each grade. Even if there aren't many students in this school, it still has a first selection of clubs, doesn't it? I feel like someone just said my name, but looking all around, I didn't sense anyone here. Just Miss Hurlicus. Oh! Did something just grab my arm? I rolled up my sleeve to check my arm. There was a sign of a handbrake on it. Strange. I feel like it was grabbed pretty forcefully. Huh? It definitely felt like I just made eye contact with something. But what was in front of me was my shadow, facing me opposite. Was that my imagination? I will go back to the second year classroom. No, it isn't definitely you. I finished my pass run and returned to the 2-1 classroom. I didn't observe anything different about the room since I left it. Would be nice if this ends with nothing happening. But even nothing happening was just stirring my unease. Would I really be able to see the morning without incident? Oh. Ada?
Oh, Mr. Yoinara. Are you okay? You look like you were having a nightmare. You're soon at all, Mr. Yoinara. Did you really stay in the classroom? It's so humid lately.
What time is it? It's about 8:30 a.m.
Mr. Yoinara, water.
Thanks, Yuki. Is today Friday?
Yeah, it is. There was no hand corpse.
I see. My shoulders were limped. Nothing happened today.
You seem relieved, Mr. Yoinara, but...
Well, of course, I'm relieved just to see you unhurt. Are you the only ones at school right now?
Yeah, we are.
Yuki got here before we did.
I have to replace the water for the flowers, that's why. And I got here after her, I think.
Have you received any contact from other students?
No, really.
Maybe they should head outside. We should head outside. Morning, Yoinara.
Mr. Yoinara, morning.
Hey, good morning. Just as I got to my feet, the other students fell into the classroom. It's almost time to begin our morning homeroom.
It was only pins. I was some pins and needles, but it's natural to after a thing like that happened. I was a little scared to come to. The rain have grown even stronger than yesterday as well. I straight up overslept. Mine too.
I see. First of all, take your seats. Now we...
Mr. Yoinara, something smells funny.
Sour, like funky. Okay, I have to stop. I just said it also in the gameplay of Your Turn to Die. I have an obsession with the sour like funky thing. Because I've been in this high school since yesterday. I haven't bathed either.
I didn't mean you, Mr. Yoinara. It's from here.
There? My gaze turned to where mine pointed. It was the locker where oh my god, another body. It was the locker where the cleaning supplies were kept. Smell? What kind of smell? Just like the smell of rain?
Nothing at all like rain.
Wordlessly, I approached the locker. The students watched me approach and moving from their seats. I put my hand on the locker and sweat around it. There was still someone missing from this classroom. I don't know who that is. These are so Danganronpa, please. Who is it? It is a girl? It was the girl that... Kashima! I was gonna see Karta. Oh no! The last person, Kashima, kept falling down from the locker. I hurried to catch her, but like Rocker the day before, the body was covered in gruesome wounds. Hey, you can hide or find it.
Mr. Yoinara, is Kashima dead? Doesn't need to be asked, it's so clear to see.
But Mr. Yoinara, you stayed here all night.
But when we arrived, he'd passed out.
That's true. Hey, there's something written on the back of the locker door. On the back? It says come here.
Read it in blood? Such poor taste.
What in the world? What do you want? Oh my god. Someone's coming. Carrying my momentum from running, I barged into the classroom. The students all turned to me with surprised expressions.
Mr. Yoinara.
It looks like things got set back again. If that is the case, everyone should be already at school.
Kashima's not here.
Kashima.
If you seek Madame Kashima, she promptly ran out of the classroom. I'm not aware where she might have gone. Mina knows Kashima's scent.
Do you? Then please.
Whoa!
Is that a hole in mine? Is that a hole in mine that's supposed to be about? Oh my god, wait. You know, she can hold so naturally. I didn't even question it until now. You guys didn't know? See, but mine know. Let's save here and let's see how much of game there is left. No, like 20 minutes. I need to go after Kashima. This is as far. Oh my god. So we finish here? Wait, let me see the guy from the playthrough. Wait a moment. Nah, apparently it is finished. So it really finished earlier than I thought. I should have done it in the other video. But well, I hope they release another chapter because I love this game so much. Like, I need another one. Well, let's end for here. So, well, bye. See you if they ever release a new chapter. Bye.